Mrs. Miller. My name is Johanna Johnson. I'm a social worker.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. How have you been?
The usual, work and stuff.
Okay. Okay, so is Mr. Miller joining us? I had the expression that he's actually coming to meet us.
Yes, he's coming, but he's going to be a little bit late.
Okay.
He's at school point.
Oh, okay. Can you please tell me a bit more, about yourself?
I'm working in the retail company and I travel quite a bit.
Okay.
I have a husband and a son of 12 years old.
All right. And before we get any deeper, could you tell me a bit more about yourself and about your family?
As I already said, I work in the big company and I travel a lot. And I have a lovely husband and a son. And my husband has been unsatisfied with my work lately and he's been more alone with our son than usual.
Okay.
He also said that he also stressed about our son's behavior because the teacher said he getting aggressive at school and he forgets his school books at home, doesn't do his homework.
Okay. So this is about the meeting at school, then I assume that he is in lack of homework.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good. So if the school goes a bit difficult at school for him, but what do you think the situation at home is then?
Well, yeah, I don't spend enough time at home maybe,
Okay.
but I can't do anything about it because I have lots of work.
Oh, okay. When you think about your life, what kind of balance you have, or you think you have, between the work and the free time?
Well, I'm trying to balance both of them, but I spend more time at work than at home.
Okay. Okay. But do you think you're actually struggling with the balance, or does work take more of your time?
Yeah, work takes more of my time.
Okay. And do you think there's anything you can do about it?
No.
Well, for me it seems that because you have been telling me that you have a lot of work and you have some trouble at home and you seem to be a bit stressed and your son is being a bit aggressive at school. So for me it seems a bit stressful situation for you at the moment and you have a lot on your plate. Maybe this is affecting you, or does it affect on you? What is your opinion on that?
No, I don't think it affects me.
Okay.
But we argue with my husband more often.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so you are arguing with your husband because of that. Can you open up a bit of the situation?
Yes, he doesn't appreciate that I work so much, but I love my job because it gives me opportunity to meet new people and it gives me opportunity to travel too.
Okay. Okay. So how do you think you're cope with your work at the moment?
Well, I like it. I enjoy my work.
Okay. Okay. So you enjoy your work, but it seems to be taking a lot of your energy and time. How do you feel at home when you get after work, you're getting home? Do you feel tired or exhausted, or do you feel that, okay, I had a lovely day or anything like that? So what kind of feelings you have after work at home?
Yes, I feel very tired at home because sometimes I have to continue my work from home.
Okay.
And it takes lots of time.
Okay. So do you think you have enough free time?
Sometimes I think I don't have.
Okay. Okay. When you have time with your son and husband, what do you usually do together?
Well, we are quite active family.
Okay.
and whenever I have time, I join my husband to see my son ski. And on Sunday, we have a roast with the whole family, and it's always enjoyable time spent.
Okay, sounds really lovely. And I couldn't agree more that it sounds really nice to have some time with the family on Sunday. But do you still have, outside of that time, do you have time with your husband or son?
Well, very rare.
Okay, so you have just a little bit time with them. I would now wanna go a bit of about your son. Is that okay if I ask some questions about it?
Yes, of course.
So earlier you mentioned your son's trouble with the teachers. Could you open up the situation at school? What's happening in there?
Well, the teacher said that my son skips classes and doesn't do his homework. Sometimes he forgets his books, and also sometimes he's aggressive to other pupils,
Alright.
and he doesn't listen to teacher.
Okay, so it seems to be a bit of interesting situation you're having at the school at the moment, and must be stress. I think it's more stress towards you that there's something happening at school. And I do understand that you are feeling maybe more stressed, and but I think we can go around this and sort the issues. So, but we have to keep on working on this and get unwrapping the situation what's happening. And I would like to ask if he's having anything similar kind of behavior at home that he's having at school.
Yeah, when I'm trying to talk to him, he just walks away and he never listens to me.
Okay,
And it's very disappointing.
it's disappointing. Okay, so and is he like what kind of is he being aggressive towards you?
He's not very aggressive towards me, but when I'm trying to talk to him or discuss, he might just run to his room and slam the door and
Okay,
or kick the wall.
okay, so that's a bit aggressive behavior. Okay, do you think it have changed in any point?
I don't remember when it started.
Okay, so you don't remember it still. Okay. How do you deal with the situation when he is getting aggressive?
I'm just getting really disappointed and sad because I don't think I deserve such attitude to me.
Okay, okay. I do understand that it might be a hard situation for you, and I'm just wondering how does Mr. Miller experience these situations?
Well, our son doesn't behave like that when it comes to my husband, and it seems like he has just such a bad attitude to me.
Okay, excellent. We have to keep on continue talking about this, and why does he behave differently towards you and school than your husband? And how have you been lately? Since last meeting, I've been a bit stressed, to be honest. There's a lot of changes happening at my workplace, and I actually have to go for a work trip in a couple of days for a week. So it's stressful to arrange even having this time with you because I don't really have time.
Yes.
Time, and I have to work in the evenings too, so it's a bit stressful time.
Yes. So last time we discussed about your situation at home. It's been a bit challenging. You've been having stress with work. So is there a certain turning point that you would recall that the situation changed for you?
I don't think there have been any turning points. I just always been working a lot, but lately I've been working a bit more than usually. I got promoted,
Yes.
so it added me an extra stress, and I have to take care of my workers, and there's so many new things I need to do. So it's getting difficult,
Yes.
and I don't know, it's a bit difficult to fit timetables together.
All right. How was your relationship with your husband before the promotion and before you been working more?
Um, it's been okay. We are really trying to manage from day to day basic stuff, and I'm working a lot, so he's home with my son quite a bit, well, our son, and he's really frustrated that I don't spend enough time at home, but I don't really see an issue in there that there's always one person who has to just work more than the other one.
How do you think you communicate together?
I think we are doing okay at the moment. Mainly we are actually putting text messages or any kind of using other ways than actually because we just see in the evening.
All right.
So we are communicating via phone.
All right. What about your relationship with your son?
Well, it's a bit difficult at the moment, but I think because he's getting older and he's in his pre-teenage years, so I think it's because of that. So he's a bit more of a doesn't want to listen to me or behaves a bit of aggressively, but I think it's just normal in that kind of years when you are that you're trying your boundaries.
Yes. So have you discussed with your husband and your son about the current situation?
Well, my husband have been telling to me that he's worried about our son, and he thinks that we should get help or go to see someone who could help us out. But I don't think there's any problems, and this is actually the reason I am meeting you and why I'm agreed for this because he asked me to be part of this.
Yes.
So that's the only reason for me.
How are your values in what do you see in the future to be in 10 years?
I don't know. More probably the basic things or everyone else is hoping that their kids are healthy and growing and that they are enjoying their life and maybe having a bit less stressful work and have more of free time and maybe going for holidays and this kind of basic stuff that you can do with your family.
All right. What would be the ideal situation for you?
I think the ideal situation would be that I would be able to do my work, but I wouldn't have to use so many hours towards it. But it's just the nature of the job I'm doing that I'm running in a lot of meetings, so I have to be quite often present, and then I have to travel too on top of that. So that's the reason I don't think I have a lot of options in that, but then I would like to have a bit of more time for myself
Yes.
and a bit more time with my husband and have time with my son.
Yes. How would you think your personality would affect the current situation? How would you describe?
Well, I'm a kind of loner, if you could say. I enjoy being myself, and I do enjoy being at work at the same time, and I enjoy meeting new people, and I just really enjoy my work, and it makes me really. It empowers me in a way that I just enjoy it a lot, and it gives me a lot of opportunities and. Have a great team at the moment, so it's always fun to work with them, even though it's stressful.
Yes. So at the moment, it seems like there is maybe a struggle between fitting the um, like you really enjoy your job, but at the same time maybe pressure at home.
Yes.
Then maybe you're feeling pressured and maybe not acknowledging your own needs and maybe trying to find a halfway in between with the family life and doing work.
Yes. Well, at the moment, it's really going. I've just been thinking of my own career and family life have got put aside. So I don't really put that much effort for it, and I've been probably quite rude about to my husband that because I can't think that he has to do all the work at home because he doesn't have that many hours than I do. So he's been the one who put the dishes away, makes sure that our son is doing his homework and bringing him to practices and just doing most of the stuff. So I haven't been able to be a part of it, and I'm so tired after a long day, so I don't have energy for it.
Right.
So I don't know. I think that's something I'm a bit struggling at the moment.
All right. Is there any adjustment you would be able to make
I don't know.
that would be beneficial for you?
I really don't know if there's anything I could do. Like, well, occasionally I take work to home with me, but now it's just been on the weekends when I haven't been able to do the work as work. But I don't know. Maybe I could have a shorter days at work or have more, not shorter days, but take them home with me so I would be actually be available. I don't know. Maybe it could be something I would be thinking about.
How do you think this might be affecting your son that you're working with?
I don't know if it actually affects him. I don't think it does make an effect on him that much. He might be missing me a bit because he told me once that he's missing me, but I don't think it otherwise makes him there's any difference in there. That he just maybe would like to have a bit more time with me, but I just don't have time for it.
Um, so, what would be the most important things for you in life?
Well, at the moment, it's work. It's one of the most.
Yes.
Of course, my son is important and my husband is important. I try to like balance the work that even though I say the work is the most important for me, but it's not in the end. It's my son is the most important thing in my life, and then comes my husband, and then comes the other family and relatives. But I don't know. Somehow they just have gone that way that I seem to be more work orientated than family orientated at the moment. But I don't know otherwise than that. I don't know how to make any kind of changes in this, so I don't know, I'm a bit struggling with it, to be honest. And it's even more stressful when your husband is saying that you are working too much, and then at work they are kind of expecting me to work much. So I don't know what to do because it's like I'm between of these two, and I'm trying to balance those two out. But they haven't gone that well. I don't know.
Maybe you're feeling pressure, kind of enjoying your job, but at the same time, your husband and son are maybe missing and lacking you. And in between, acknowledging your own needs and what you want in life, and giving yourself free time as well for the things that you like to do to empower you. And also, I think that way it would also have a positive effect in your family life as well as in work. Is there certain goals that you could set for yourself that you could aim for your well-being?
I don't know. Maybe if I would think just myself, I would think that I would maybe think more about my own well-being and how much I can cope, and maybe start having my own hobby. And I don't know, it's just really difficult to change your habits for new ways.
Yeah.
And I don't know, because in a way I really enjoy my life at the moment, but in other hand I can feel the exhaustion coming up. So maybe I should be focusing more about my own time, but that would mean that I would have even less time with my family if I would focus on myself.
I think it's really good that you acknowledge your own, starting to acknowledge your own needs as well. And I think maybe there's some guilt that you're facing with as well. That's really good that you're acknowledging that slowly as well. But I think it's really so you can discuss about it with your husband and with your family. And I think it's gonna be really really benefiting your whole family and even having your own time and free time. I think it's gonna empower your whole family unit as well as affect on your work in a positive way.
I think so too. I really think that.
So how do you feel about your son's behavior towards you?
I think he's probably being a bit distant after the promotion. Maybe we used to be a bit closer before I started working more. I suppose he's more obedient towards his dad these days.
What kind of way you react on it?
I don't know what to say. Maybe it's normal to the fact that I'm not as much as home and not as present in his life than I used to be before. So I don't know. I suppose it's just normal to his age as well. Yeah.
Yes.
Hello!
Hey, I'm Johanna Johnson and I'm your social worker. We just had a chat with your wife.
Okay.
Yes.
Hello, darling.
How did the meeting with the teacher go?
Oh, well, it didn't go that well actually. I was having a meeting with the head teacher and the teacher itself, and apparently our son hadn't been at school this week.
I would really not like to discuss this subject here. I would rather talk this in private with my husband.
I think it's better and it's important to discuss it here because the reason of our meeting is your son.
I agree with you. I think it's important to discuss in here because this is the main point why we are here. That I'm really and truly worried about our son and why his behavior have changed so radically lately. And it doesn't sound good that he's not haven't been at school. There must be something what's going on.
Your wife said that you've been stressed lately. What is the reason of your stress?
Well, my stress have been because of her working so much. She's at work most of the time. We hardly ever see you. Neither our son, I think he's been really missing her and been acting because of that. And more and more time goes that she's working more, the more he is reacting on it. And the teacher have been asking me what have that happened in the past couple of years, because his behavior had gone so bad at the moment that they are actually thinking of suspending him from the school. So I'm really worried now that what's gonna happen if we have no way of like cutting this behavior or trying to help him out what's going on in here. And I think it's important to start discussing and thinking what can we do about it.
What do you think would be the reason of this behavior?
Well, I think mainly because she is working so much. Before she wasn't working, he was a completely different child, and they were spending so much time together. And I felt at that point, I was like outsider, but now it's a completely opposite. That I'm spending most of my free time with him and bringing him to the different kind of activities, and I'm always cheering up on him and trying my best, but it's not enough because he needs support of his parents, not just one of them.
What do you think about what just your husband said?
I suppose there might be some truth to that. Yes, it probably. Yeah, I've been working a lot, and maybe it has affected the way I've been able to be present and at home with our son.
What do you think would be the most suitable for you to change the situation?
Well, I think that she should be working less and working from home, maybe cutting off some of her work trips, just be involved of the lives what we are having, because you haven't been in any of the you never are there when we are needing you, and our son is really needing his mom at the moment, and I'm needing a wife, and we just don't have that at the moment. So I think I'm like a single parent at the moment, so that's really stressful for me. And I'm trying to struggle with it. I have work too, so I'm working full time, and I still manage to take care of our son, and she's working a lot more hours than she should be working at the moment.
What do you think you could do in this situation to fix it?
I think I could really adjust by cutting the time at work, maybe cutting from my work trips, trying to do distance work to spend more time with my family, being more present in their lives. Maybe we could, I don't know, think about a hobby together, or I don't know. But yeah, I think distance work would be something I could discuss with my boss at work.
I think we could actually maybe go for couples counseling too. That could help us communicate a bit better, because I don't think we are communicating that well yet at the moment. We are just using phone most of the time. So I think that's something we could both of us, not just you, but both of us, just to work on.
So your son's behavior and attitude at school, mostly because of he's missing his mom,
Yeah, I think so.
and you decide to take more work at home, and maybe it will help the situation. But we still can continue the meetings, and we'll go through that, but we'll have to work a lot on it. And would you like to meet next time on Friday at 2:00?
I think I'm gonna have to check my job schedule, but I think I can manage that. Yes.
I'm gonna be there. Okay, thank you.
Thanks for coming. Have a nice weekend. Bye.
Thank you too.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for your
Bye.
time.